Do you often experience cramps in the middle of the night, painful enough to wake you up and make it hard to fall back asleep? Or sometimes, does even a simple step cause stiffness, making you reluctant to move? The good news is you're not alone. And even better, there are simple foods that can significantly improve this condition. In today's video, we'll explore the top 3 foods that help prevent muscle cramps in seniors, from relaxing the muscles, improving blood circulation, to enhancing daily mobility. These foods are not only easy to find and use, but also bring noticeable health benefits when consumed regularly. Let's find out why these foods are considered great assistants in preventing and reducing those uncomfortable muscle cramps. But before we begin, if you're watching the video from anywhere, don't hesitate to leave a greeting in the comments below. And remember to follow the Senior Journeys channel so you don't miss valuable health tips. Among foods that support muscle health, eggs always stand out for their rich nutritional content, particularly suited to the needs of older adults. One large egg provides about 6 g of high-quality protein, enough to support the regeneration and maintenance of muscle fibers, help reduce muscle fatigue, and enhance the effectiveness of major muscle groups. This is especially important for seniors, as they often experience age-related muscle loss over time, known as sarcopenia, a factor that increases the risk of cramps, physical decline, and difficulty moving. Eggs are a complete protein source, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids needed for tissue regeneration and rapid recovery. Regularly adding eggs to the diet helps maintain muscle endurance and strength, while minimizing sudden muscle spasms. Moreover, the protein in eggs helps regulate muscle contractions, allowing muscles to respond more flexibly and reducing involuntary cramping. So besides protein, do eggs contain any other components that support muscle health? Not only rich in high-quality protein, eggs, especially the yolk, also provide vitamin D, a key nutrient for calcium absorption and regulating muscular function. In older adults, vitamin D deficiency is quite common due to reduced sun exposure, leading to muscle weakness, frequent cramps, and even prolonged aches. Therefore, supplementing with vitamin D from foods like eggs becomes more essential than ever. Although one egg provides only about 40 IU of vitamin D, this modest amount plays an important role when combined with other sources like milk, fatty fish, or supplements. Additionally, vitamin D helps regulate muscle contractions, improve coordination, and reduce the risk of persistent cramps, a common issue among the elderly. For those who rarely get sunlight or can't absorb vitamin D from the environment, eating eggs regularly is a simple yet effective way to maintain stable vitamin D levels and support smooth muscle and bone function. However, there's another factor in eggs that helps protect the nervous system and prevent cramps, which we'll explore next. An often overlooked factor, but a crucial one in preventing cramps, is the health of the nervous system. And here, vitamin B12 and choline in eggs play an extremely important role. B12 helps maintain the protective sheath around nerves, called the myelin sheath, a component that ensures smooth and effective signal transmission between the brain and muscles. When B12 is deficient, nerve signals are easily disrupted, causing abnormal muscle responses such as cramps, numbness, or uncomfortable tingling sensations. Older adults are at higher risk of B12 deficiency due to reduced absorption with age, especially those taking acid-reducing medications, diabetes drugs like metformin, or lacking animal-based foods in their diet. Additionally, B12 deficiency can lead to anemia, reducing the oxygen supply to muscles, causing fatigue, weakness, and increased uncontrolled spasms. Eggs are easy to digest, rich in B12, and suitable for older adults with sensitive digestive systems. Especially for vegetarians who still consume dairy, eggs are an ideal way to supplement B12 without resorting to red meat, which can be hard to digest or raise cholesterol concerns. Besides B12, eggs also contain choline, a nutrient involved in the structure of nerve cell membranes, supporting signal transmission and smoothing muscle contraction and relaxation. The combination of B12 and choline helps reduce misfired signals from the brain to the muscles, a common cause of unexplained cramps. So, can regularly eating eggs help seniors completely eliminate the risk of B12 deficiency and muscle cramps? Although eggs offer numerous benefits for neuromuscular health, intake should be moderated to suit individual needs, especially for those with cardiovascular issues or high cholesterol. According to recent studies, eating 6 to 7 eggs per week is considered safe for healthy older adults and does not increase the risk of heart disease or lipid disorders. Eggs provide a moderate amount of fat and have high biological value, making them a good alternative to processed meats, which often contain high levels of salt and preservatives. However, those undergoing treatment for heart disease, high blood pressure, or high blood lipids should consult their doctor or a nutritionist before incorporating eggs into their daily diet. In many cases, egg whites, free of cholesterol, can be consumed to retain the protein benefits without overloading the cardiovascular system. For people with diabetes, eggs should be paired with fiber-rich foods like leafy greens or whole grains to help stabilize blood sugar levels. This approach not only aids in glycemic control, but also enhances nutrient absorption for meals. Many older adults experience nighttime cramps when the body is at rest, disrupting sleep and leaving them tired the next morning. The causes often include poor muscle recovery, electrolyte imbalances, or nerve signal disorders, all of which eggs can help improve when consumed properly. Eggs contain all the essential nutrients for muscle recovery and relaxation, protein to rebuild muscle fibers, vitamin D and calcium for efficient muscle contraction and relaxation, and vitamin B12 and choline to regulate nervous system function. Eating eggs at dinner or breakfast, depending on your routine, can provide the energy and raw materials muscles need to recover better during sleep, especially when combined with leafy greens or foods rich in magnesium and potassium. The effectiveness in reducing cramps is further enhanced. So if you often suffer from nighttime cramps, don't skip a daily egg. It might be the simple secret to a more peaceful, deeper sleep. In summary, eggs are food that deserves a regular place in the daily diet of older adults, not just for their convenience and ease of preparation, but also for their excellent nutritional value. With high-quality protein, along with vitamins D, B12, and choline, eggs offer practical benefits for the nervous, muscular, and skeletal systems. Eating eggs consistently helps strengthen muscles, reduce the risk of abnormal muscle contractions, and improve mobility, especially in those frequently plagued by cramps. However, to maximize their benefits, seniors should pair eggs with other nutrient-rich foods like vegetables, dairy, seeds, and drink enough water daily to maintain electrolyte balance. Thanks to this combination, the effectiveness of cramp prevention will be significantly improved. But eggs are not the only hero. There's another familiar fruit that's also incredibly effective in supporting muscles: bananas. Among foods that support muscle function, bananas stand out for their abundant potassium content, an essential mineral for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and maintaining fluid balance in the body. When potassium levels drop too low, a condition called hypokalemia, muscles become sensitive and prone to uncontrolled spasms, leading to sudden and frequent cramps. A medium banana contains about 420 milligrams of potassium, equivalent to around 12% of the recommended daily intake, enough to help regulate stable muscle and nerve activity. For seniors, this is an unmissable benefit, as potassium deficiency is very common at this age due to inadequate diets, reduced appetite, or medication side effects, such as diuretics used for treating high blood pressure. Bananas not only naturally replenish potassium, but also contain easily digestible carbohydrates and a modest amount of water, helping maintain hydration and reduce the risk of dehydration, a contributing factor to cramps. Eating 1 to 2 bananas per day, depending on individual needs, can noticeably improve the frequency and intensity of cramps in older adults. Besides potassium, bananas also contain many other muscle-beneficial minerals that we'll explore in the next section. Potassium not only helps muscles contract smoothly, but also plays a key role in transmitting electrical signals between nerves and muscles. When the body lacks potassium, these signals become disrupted, making muscles overly sensitive and prone to sudden spasms, what we commonly refer to as cramps. This is a widespread issue among older adults, particularly those with potassium-poor diets, taking diuretics, or experiencing significant fluid loss from sweating, diarrhea, or insufficient water intake. Muscle cells lacking potassium lose their ability to maintain fluid balance, causing stiffness, pain, and an increased tendency to cramp. Bananas, with their advantage as a natural, easily digestible, and widely available potassium source, are a simple way to replenish this vital mineral. Regularly eating bananas helps restore potassium, stabilize nerve-to-muscle signal transmission, and clearly reduce the risk of cramps. Proper banana supplementation is also a critical first step in establishing a solid foundation for muscular health in older adults. Alongside potassium, magnesium is also an essential mineral that helps muscles function smoothly and prevent spasms and cramps. While bananas are not extremely rich in magnesium, the amount they provide is still enough to contribute to maintaining stable muscle function. A medium banana contains about 32 milligrams of magnesium, roughly 10% of an older adult's daily need. Magnesium participates in energy production within muscle cells, supports flexible muscle contraction and relaxation, and helps regulate the balance between calcium and potassium, two key factors influencing muscle health. If the body lacks magnesium, muscle cells become overly stimulated, easily cramping and aching after even light activity. This is a common issue among older adults who are prone to magnesium deficiency due to poor absorption, diuretic use, or mineral-poor diets. Regular banana consumption not only helps provide natural magnesium, but also creates a solid foundation for better absorption of magnesium from other sources. To boost recovery and prevent cramps, older adults should combine bananas with other magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, and dark leafy greens. When magnesium, potassium, and other supportive nutrients are fully provided, muscles stay more relaxed and recover more quickly after activity. Beyond magnesium, bananas also help improve sleep, a factor just as important in preventing nighttime cramps. Many older adults suffer from nighttime cramps while sleeping, disrupting their rest and leaving them tired and drained the next morning. The main causes are usually electrolyte imbalances, poor blood circulation, and dehydration, all of which bananas can help improve when consumed properly. Bananas contain both potassium and magnesium, two minerals that help relax muscles, regulate nervous activity, and maintain stable electrolyte levels in the body. Additionally, bananas provide a healthy amount of carbohydrates, helping the body retain moisture and stay hydrated better. That's why eating a banana about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime can provide muscles with the fuel they need to recover overnight, minimizing unwanted spasms. Moreover, the magnesium in bananas has a mild calming effect, promoting full-body relaxation and supporting deeper sleep, a must for older adults. If you're looking for a natural solution to reduce nighttime cramps without relying on medication, adding a small banana to your evening snack is a simple yet effective choice. One of the lesser-known benefits of bananas is their ability to support both the nervous system and muscle function through vitamin B6, a nutrient that plays an essential role in many bodily functions, especially in older adults. Each medium banana provides about 0.4 milligrams of vitamin B6, nearly 30% of the recommended daily intake. B6 helps regulate neurotransmitters, ensuring accurate signal transmission between the brain and muscles, thus limiting involuntary muscle contractions that cause cramps. In addition, vitamin B6 has anti-inflammatory properties, promotes faster muscle recovery after activity, and boosts red blood cell production, an important factor in delivering oxygen effectively to the muscles. A deficiency in B6 can make muscle tissues tired, less flexible, and more prone to aches, especially after light exertion. A 2018 study found that older adults with low B6 levels frequently experienced leg cramps, and had higher rates of inflammation and muscle stiffness than those with adequate levels. Thanks to its natural B6 content, bananas are an ideal food not only for supporting neuromuscular function, but also for preventing chronic cramps. For comprehensive muscle health, bananas are clearly a simple yet reliable choice. Bananas are not only rich in potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6, but also contain natural sugars and a certain amount of water, all of which help maintain electrolyte balance and prevent dehydration, a common cause of cramps in seniors. However, to maximize their benefits, bananas should be paired with a habit of drinking enough water daily. Adults, especially seniors, should aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, or more if they exercise frequently or live in a hot climate. Combining bananas with plain water or coconut water, another electrolyte-rich drink, will boost recovery and muscle relaxation effects. For those with diabetes, bananas can still be part of a healthy diet, as long as they're consumed properly. The best way is to eat bananas with high-fiber foods like seeds, oats, or whole grain bread to slow sugar absorption and prevent blood sugar spikes. Choose bananas that are just ripe rather than overripe for lower sugar content. With a sensible approach, people with diabetes can still benefit from the cramp-fighting power of bananas without compromising blood sugar health. In addition to eggs and bananas, nuts and seeds, such as pumpkin seeds, almonds, and cashews, are also excellent food sources for preventing cramps in older adults. These nuts are rich in magnesium, potassium, protein, and healthy fats, all of which contribute to muscle relaxation, improved blood circulation, and stable nervous system function. A serving of about 28 grams, roughly a small handful, of pumpkin seeds provides up to 168 milligrams of magnesium, equivalent to 40% of the daily requirement. Almonds and cashews are not far behind, providing 77 milligrams and 74 milligrams of magnesium respectively, nearly 20% of the needed amount. This is a big advantage for older adults, who often suffer from magnesium deficiency due to poor dietary variety or reduced absorption. Additionally, nuts are also significant potassium sources. Pistachios provide about 290 milligrams of potassium per serving, while almonds and cashews offer 200 milligrams and 160 milligrams, respectively. Magnesium and potassium are often lost through sweat, especially during physical activity or in hot and humid climates. So replenishing them through nuts is a natural, practical, and effective way to help muscles maintain stability. The protein in nuts also supports muscle recovery, while the healthy fats help reduce inflammation and improve blood circulation. So if you frequently suffer from cramps, consider adding a handful of nuts to your daily meals as a simple yet powerful way to protect your muscle health. Not only notable for their high magnesium content, many nuts are also rich in potassium, a key mineral for muscle and nervous system function. For example, pistachios provide nearly 300 milligrams of potassium per small serving, helping maintain consistent muscle contractions and preventing irregular spasms. Additionally, the healthy fats in nuts, including omega-3s in walnuts and monounsaturated fats in almonds and cashews, act as silent protectors of the circulatory system. Omega-3 helps reduce muscle tissue inflammation, thereby relieving pain and supporting post-exercise recovery. Monounsaturated fats help increase blood flow to organs, including muscles, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients are adequately delivered. Poor circulation is a leading cause of nighttime cramps in older adults, especially when sitting for long periods, lying in one position, or having vascular issues. Therefore, regularly consuming nuts not only improves circulation, but also supports pain relief, reduces inflammation, and keeps muscles ready for movement. This is why nuts are an essential part of a natural, sustainable cramp prevention diet. In addition to providing minerals and healthy fats, nuts also contain many antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, key factors in fast muscle recovery and reducing tissue damage. In older adults, chronic inflammation and oxidative stress not only cause muscle fatigue and prolonged pain, but also increase the risk of cramps and reduced mobility. Walnuts, flax seeds, and almonds are especially rich in polyphenol and omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in muscle tissues, soothe pain, and accelerate recovery after physical activity. This is particularly beneficial for those with arthritis, bone degeneration, or simply frequent soreness after light movement. Eating a small amount of nuts each day helps the body regulate inflammation, recover muscles more effectively, and prevent recurrent cramps. Additionally, nuts help stabilize blood sugar and support cardiovascular health, two factors closely linked to muscle and circulatory health. Not all nuts have the same nutritional value, but with the right combination, you can maximize the benefits of each. Pumpkin seeds top the list in magnesium content, offering up to 168 milligrams of magnesium per small serving, ideal for older adults with mineral deficiencies. Almonds are not only rich in magnesium, but also provide potassium and monounsaturated fats, which are good for blood circulation. Pistachios are notable for their high potassium content, helping regulate muscle contractions and reduce cramping risk. Cashews provide a blend of magnesium, protein, and beneficial fats that support both nerves and muscles. Lastly, walnuts are an excellent source of omega-3s, fats that effectively reduce inflammation. For optimal results, older adults should eat a variety of nuts rather than focusing on just one type. The simplest and most convenient ways to consume them include sprinkling them on breakfast meals, adding to salads, mixing with yogurt, or snacking on them in the evening. Eating them before bed can help relax muscles and reduce nighttime cramps. After exercising, consuming nuts also helps replenish lost minerals. Be sure to choose raw, unsalted, or minimally processed nuts to avoid excess sodium intake, which can lead to dehydration and increase the risk of muscle spasms. Although nuts offer outstanding benefits for muscle health, older adults should still pay attention to portions and proper usage to ensure safety. First, nuts are energy dense. Just a small handful per day, about 28 grams, is enough. Eating too much may lead to unwanted weight gain. Second, avoid salted, fried, or heavily processed nuts, as their high sodium content can cause dehydration and affect blood pressure. For those with sensitive digestive systems, choose soaked or dry roasted nuts to reduce the risk of bloating or indigestion. Also, individuals with a history of allergies should be cautious and choose appropriate nut types. In short, with their diverse nutrients, ease of use, and versatility in daily meals, nuts are truly a small but mighty option in the journey to prevent cramps in older adults. When used correctly and in the right amount, you'll notice a clear difference in muscle health and overall quality of life. Whether it's eggs, bananas, or nuts, each food offers unique benefits for muscles, the nervous system, and circulation. But when properly combined and consistently maintained, they create a strong foundation that helps older adults naturally reduce cramps without relying on medication. Most importantly, actively caring for your health through daily meals is the most valuable gift you can give yourself. If you found this video helpful, please hit like to support the channel. Don't forget to share it with your loved ones and leave a comment if you have questions or experiences you'd like to share.